Good evening. Welcome back to Andover Stadium. I'm Pete Anderson alongside Jim Childs on QCTV Sports. It's the nightcap of the Andover versus Coon Rapids soccer doubleheader. The girls won earlier in the afternoon game by a score of 6-1, and now it's the boys' turn. The Huskies coming in with a record of 2-1, and will look to extend their winning streak as they take on the Coon Rapids Cardinals, coming in with a record of 1-2. Jim, these two teams probably a little bit closer match than they were on the girls' side, but we're gonna see some good soccer, and the boys are looking to the Andover boys are looking to put some offense out onto the turf.
Yeah, absolutely. Last year, Andover lost in the regular season to Coon Rapids, 2-1. One of the players on Coon Rapids, AJ Sav, was scored 2 goals, and he's back out there again. So, like you said, offense will be important as we get kicked off here from Husky Stadium.
We are underway, and Coon Rapids in the white kits, moving left to right as they work up the field. One touch ahead by Noah Akasip. And good speed on the right side by Adam Kish, but a good defensive play by Collison Akwoy. And it'll be a Cardinal throw in down low, right at about the 18 mark. Tip out into space, racing to get that is Keegan Anderson, the captain for the Cardinals. Working angles inside now as Mustafa Bojang works back right to left through the middle and waiting for that for the Huskies. Cleared it momentarily, and now it's Schroeder trying to get something going. Works it up the sideline. A pause for Akwoy. Little frenetic, they're back and forth. Both teams kind of just touching at the ball and not really having a plan. Deep, booming clear into Andover territory. That one coming off the leg of Jackson Young, and now the Andover returns it all the way down under the 15-yard mark. And it'll get cycled near side. Coon Rapids holding possession pretty much the entire the duration since the kickoff of the last almost 2 minutes. Takeaway there by Ethan Weiss. And the Huskies will slow it down, get it back into the keeper of Christian Gunther, back out to Landon Fogarty on the backfield.
Good pace so far with this game. See these two well-matched teams.
Passing is going to be at a premium. A lot of stretch and widening the field as these teams athletically are pretty well matched. Near side, one touch through the middle, trying to get into the box. Turning, firing, and Fogarty gets in the way. Is that Tamzir Jarju with a good run down the right side. Fogarty matches him step for step and doesn't allow that dangerous pass to get into the middle, but it will be a corner kick for the Cardinals.
Fogarty's been a excellent anchor the last couple of years. Last year, making it to the state tournament.
You previously mentioned AJ Sav. Here he is. He's going to let that left foot do its thing. Here he goes into the middle. Bounce, and kicked up and out of the danger area by a Husky player, and will be sent forward quickly by Schroeder, trying to get it ahead for his teammate. Clear foul there on Jackson Young, and
Haugland down.
Haugland is slow to get up, but I think he'll work his way out.
Nothing like a forearm against the back. So good pressure by the Huskies to get moving and really creating this free kick.
Free kick will be taken by Grady Monet. Cardinals line up with one defender about 10 yards from him. Left-footed kick, spinning, and waiting for that one just in front of his goal line was Drew Howard for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals breathe a sigh of relief, and we'll start the other way. Working up the field is Anderson. And a one-touch ahead finds Kish. And that's going to be a foul just outside the box. But another dangerous set play coming up. This time it'll be the Cardinals with another opportunity.
Yeah, we're 5 minutes in and absolutely had not only a corner kick, but now 2 free kicks, 1 for each team in scoring territory.
And it'll be Mustafa Bojang, the freshman midfielder, that's going to get the first touch on this one. Kicks through traffic, and header, I believe that was Landon Fogarty that got a piece of it and directed it well outside of the box. All the way back at midfield, waiting at it is Sauv. He'll move it ahead. That is Anderson. Takeaway for the Huskies. And now Fogarty will settle things down. He'll give it back for Gunther. Widening out. And he'll send this one all the way down the field. All the way about 10 yards past midfield. That one does go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Cardinals, just on the plus side of the field for them.
Both goalies, Drew Howard and Christian Gunther. They both have had good seasons so far. The main Howard's the only goalie so far actually listed on the roster.
Grant Johnson with a nice move to the outside. It does get tapped away, but it goes out. And so a throw in for the Huskies. But immediately comes back the other way, and a good push on the outside is a Kasep. Crossing doesn't make its way in towards Gunther. An outlet trying to spring it here with the throw in. Far side working towards the middle. Crossing pass in the middle, and a touch right up and over the crossbar. Good opportunity for the Huskies, but we'll have a goal kick for the Cardinals.
Yeah, great job by Johnson. Caden Johnson able to get it right to Monette. And just could not control that pass on the one-timer.
Cardinals will turn it the other way. Working ahead with speed and just trying to get out into some open space. And a good play there by Fogarty, just stopping the momentum. He wasn't able to control it with that touch, but it did turn it back, forcing the Cardinals to change directions. Nicholas Brown coming in right now, early for Collison-Aquoy. And a throw in from the opposite side of the field. Turned and sent back. And it'll be Gunther driving this one deep into the Cardinals territory off of a head and retreating all the way back into the own 18 spot. Open spot there for Hagelin, trying to work his way through traffic, and a good clear from the Cardinals inside the box.
Got to look for your goal scorers. Hagelin is one of those goal scorers, and Schrader tried to get it to him.
Pushing through traffic, deciding to turn it back the other way was Bojang. Bojang gets it into the backfield. Now it's going to be sitting on the foot of Jackson Young. Young surveys, not being pressured. Now he'll put a strong foot into it, but it's ahead of everybody, and it's going to harmlessly roll to Christian Gunther, who will corral that, toss it onto the ground, and now he'll go cross field near side. Oh, no.
Oh, that's Schrader. And
Schrader's foot was going for the ball, and the Cardinals player,
I'll see if there's a card
that's
given.
Keegan Anderson,
Was not intentional. Didn't
I'm
see
glad
it coming,
to see
yeah.
he's okay. And Cardinals coach is saying, hey, that's dangerous. As you mentioned, there isn't a card given, but there easily could have been.
Matt Backberry, who's head coach for the Cardinals.
And Anderson will come out. And Austin Hacker will come in for the Cardinals. AJ Sav will be the one to put a kick on this free kick.
Oh.
And headed up and over, but offsides will be the call. We had 3 Cardinals that were behind all the defenders. Can you call offsides 3 times on 3 different teams?
Well, you just get to pick.
Just get the one.
You just get to pick. Which one is it? And yeah, good job of the Huskies to move up on that play. Oof.
Dangerous pass there, but it is swallowed up by the Huskies and sent the other way. And bumped ahead. Hagelin trying to outrun. Instead, that one's going to take a bounce, and that's Ait Haju.
A chance for the Huskies to get set up down here.
Off of his touch, it does go out, and it'll be a throw-in. I think that's Grady Monette that throws it in, gets it all the way into the center of the box. Back on, that was Hagelin, excuse me, throwing that in. He gets it back on his foot, now goes to the goal line, centers it through, and it's cleared. And good job by the Cardinals defense to not just clear that out of bounds and get a corner kick, but free ball on the near side that's going to come all the way out and will go out of bounds. But it'll stay with the Huskies, and they'll throw it in now from the near side.
Grady Monette was on the backside. He just got turned. His hips got turned, couldn't settle the ball. And fortunately for the Huskies, it did go off a Cardinal. Hagelin again will fire up the engine.
Good strong throw up and in, and
should be a corner. Nope, they're calling it a goal.
It will be a corner kick.
Oh, well, okay. Far side lines.
And they go a quick set. Work in from the angle and try the short side shot with the left foot. Just off the mark, goes off the side of the goal. And it'll be a goal kick for the Cardinals. Sav on the near side. Wines fires through the middle. Huskies there and will touch up, keep possession. Fogarty from in his own end. Now we'll go all the way back to Gunther, trying to spread out the Cardinals defense. Create some lanes. He puts another drive into it, trying to catch a bounce. Right there to make the play was Jackson Young. Good play on the backside by Hacker as he had Hagelin bearing down on him. Hagelin still chasing, and this one's going to go out. Throw in for the Huskies at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Nathan Hagelin and Dylan Schrader, both seniors, both have been really stalling.
Hagelin with the left foot ahead, trying to get an angle, and no opportunity on the near side to get a touch as it goes out. Dylan Schroeder had a step on his defender, but just couldn't get in close enough to get a touch in that one and put it past Mr. Howard in net.
Yeah, he had the angle. He just took one wrong step at the beginning of it.
Pass goes out wide. Sav will come all the way outside onto the football sideline, onto that white paint. And that seems to be an intention here. The Cardinals, if they make a mistake, they want to do it way outside of the box. They want to do it out on the perimeter. They don't want anything coming in the middle. Huskies have another shot, winding a fire. That one's blocked up the middle by Young. Still working at it, still trying to chip at that. Taken away by Caden Hansen. Works through the right side, shot, deflection, and it'll go out of bounds on the backside, but this is going to be a corner kick for the Huskies.
Well, right now, every free ball, the Huskies are winning that loose ball. And boy, I tell you what, excellent job right now. Good hustle and good spacing by the Huskies. They've got everything covered up. So
second set piece, I think this one they're actually going to, give a full corner try. Instead of the quick play inside, back end post, bouncing high in the air off of Hagelin's forehead and spinning back towards the boundary. This one will come back out, chipped back forward for Hagelin. Hagelin going to work around traffic. He works into the goal line and gets a good deflection. That'll be another corner kick here for the Huskies on the near side. Keeping an eye on Keegan Anderson on the sideline. He's still getting checked out. Hope everything is okay with him and don't want anything there. There's the corner kick. It comes in. Nice and shallow. Now an easy crosser in the middle, and just missing that header was Caden Hansen. I think he came in unmarked through the box, which probably would upset most soccer coaches.
yes.
Schroeder through the middle. Finds Hagelin. Now Hagelin going to find Manette. Manette going to get around this one. He's got an opportunity. And works back through one defender. Now through the middle. Back on his foot. Works through traffic. Sends it through another deflection inside the box. And this one right at the top. Kind of an old school toe punch.
Yeah, it was Ethan Weiss who just, as soon as it went off his foot, he head went down, shirt over the face.
Howard sends this one long. Contested ball is going to come back in favor of the Huskies. Hansen works through traffic and loses it. Ait Haju getting a little help. Another push forward. Hagelin couldn't control it clean. Instead, it's going to get pushed all the way back to Fogarty, and Fogarty is going to send it back to Gunther, playing it outside of his box. Finds a seam through traffic. And near side, Nick Brown couldn't connect on his intended target. Good ball pushed ahead into open space, stays in bounds. And Jackson Young sends it to Sav on the far side, being pressured by Hagelin. Brown goes up and heads that one and finds the foot of a Cardinals player. Now it's on the backside. Here's Kish. Works that pass ahead to Akasep and couldn't put it in a place where Akasep could control. Off the header, Schroeder drives that one into the ground right to Young. Hansen goes down. Play on. Still working on it on the near side is Wool. No, correction, that is Jarju. Crossing pass all the way through the box on the far side. Just entering in. It was Ait Haju, and it's taken off of his foot, sent out of bounds, but he'll throw it in for the Cardinals as we get to, we near the midway point here this first half, Jim.
Yeah, nice job by the Cardinals on that, on a little give and go. Just nobody home on that cross. It went, like you said, it went in through the entire box. Not anyone around.
Throw in by Haju. Fogarty took a big swing at it, and I think he got a little bit of it, but it did not get solid contact. Schroeder will try and work his way through traffic. He goes to the ground, draws the foul, and we'll have a free kick for the Huskies about 15 yards shy of midfield. And I think it's Gunther's going to come all the way up and put a drive into this.
Yeah, he's active. Gunther is active. He's not hanging back waiting for things to happen. He's got a big leg and likes to show it off.
Gunther drives this one all the way down inside the 18, two hops its way into the arms of Drew Howard. Exciting.
Yeah.
Far side, Hansen looks to the middle, was just off the mark for Hagelin. And this one gets tipped back to Howard, who will send it out wide. Far side, Hagelin pressuring, and pass comes up the numbers. Now back up near side. Good takeaway for the Huskies. Putting that work in was Grant Johnson. Ball was just left out on that tap momentarily. He didn't hesitate. Hagelin rushing for the outside. He's being walled off. And it'll be a goal kick. Good defense there by the Cardinals on the backside. I believe that's Sav on the left side. And he's been tested early.
Yeah, he has. Koya in now. He starts on defense, and they did this last year, a couple of times where they put him up front, and he's electric up there. He's fast and can make some stuff happen.
Headed forward, outside the reach of Weiss, and now booted here into the middle of the field, over the shoulder. Tough to track there, but good job on Connor Young's behalf. Good tackle there by Fogarty, taking that ball away. Now he's got space. He's going to work up. He's going to step into the play. Crosses midfield, gives near side for Schroeder. Schroeder works back, gets turned away, and gets run into. And the foul is going to go against Adam Kish.
That was a spin cycle on that one. Slow to get up.
Schroeder seems all right. He'll hustle down. Fogarty's going to take this free kick.
Well, there's some conversation between Fogarty and Backberry.
There's a dangerous touch inside the box off the free kick by Fogarty. It actually hit the running Cardinals defender back towards the goal, and a good play there by Drew Howard to read that one and not to lose sight. Throw in will go to Andover.
Yeah, Husky Nick Brown stepped up nicely, came up on that clear and able to deflect it, and then went off a Cardinal.
Working up the side, that's Manette. Manette's going to work into the low end, looking for a cross. That was Okoye right there, marked well. I believe that was Ait Haju for the Cardinals on the back end. That is no easy task, marking up Okoye. Throw in goes to Hagelin. Good defense by the Cardinals coming to take it away. And now Weiss starts it the other way. He's going to try and work into the corner, and just outside the reach. And was looking for the corner kick. Instead, it'll be a goal kick.
Huskies are just out hustling right now. I mean, it's they're able to put pressure on the Cardinals. See if this goes to the side here, like we've seen on the other.
It'll be Jackson Young kicking it right away, and now he's going to give it up for Howard. Howard back to Young.
Boy, that's dangerous.
And Hagelin's putting the pressure on. A lot of passes across the middle. They seemed okay with it. They're able to get it out of that danger area, but here are the Huskies taking possession away and turning it the other in their direction, in their favor. Back to Gunther in his own box. Fogarty races back on the near side with space. Kish trying to take it away, pushes Fogarty to the turf, draws the foul. And Gunther will kick it from about 2 yards beyond the box in his own end.
How'd you do that math?
It's natural. I went to Coon Rapids.
Yes.
Mr. DeJoy, great math teacher. He's been retired a couple years, but he was also a soccer coach. He was the head soccer coach at Coon Rapids when I went through. I doubt he's watching, but if he is, I hope he hears me call out his name because he was an awesome teacher.
Did you play soccer?
I did not. I was a football player. Well, I stood on the sideline. I played in the JV games a lot.
Oh, that's, hey, playing's playing.
Hey, you know, I had fun.
Got to get on the field.
Throw in here for the Cardinals down low inside the Husky zone. We're under 16 minutes left to play in this half, and I think this might be a corner.
It will.
It will be a corner for the Cardinals. Their second attempt, first time from the far corner. I don't know if it's just the numbers in the boys' jersey or if it's just because it's a little bit darker, but I feel like they're harder to read on the boys. Through the middle, and a good job there. I believe that was Weiss that got up and got his head on that. And now an opportunity, good tackle, and a good athletic play by Manette. He's still working through, and it gets knocked out, but he'll hustle to get that one back to Schroeder, who can throw it in. Caden Hansen comes back in, and that will allow Weiss to take a breather. Brown will play it on the back end. Works around to Matamba. Matamba works through the middle. Nobody there for the Huskies. And Young tried to jumpstart something for the Cardinals. Instead, it's the Huskies coming the right back. Manette ran into Jackson Young, lost the possession. Hansen on it now for the Huskies. Chipped onto the far side to Okoye. Okoye has the angle. Now he's going to work in. Crossing, finds Hagelin, sent in, and a save made by Drew Howard. I don't think Hagelin got nearly as much on that as he hoped.
Yeah, that was an excellent pass by Okoye. Just right onto the laces, and just when he pulled the trigger, it went into the ground. I think he's obviously a little disappointed with that one. Great opportunity for the Huskies.
Monette battling in there, still trying to create some space, and instead he'll just chip this ahead and racing on the near side, too far for Caden Hansen.
Well, that's been impressive. He has done a great job of being able to body, control that ball, and he's got some speed too.
Cardinals a little throw in. Nick Brown kicks it over his own body. Now pushed ahead. And a long drive from the left foot that goes off the crossbar. It's still free here in the middle, just outside the box. Hansen misplayed it for the moment, but he's got it back on his foot. Works back to the middle, and Kish is able to control, turns around, and he is sprinting up the field, being chased on the ball. Here is Akasip. Akasip goes far side. Worku. Moves below the box, but he's outside wide of it. As of now he's in. Crossing. Can't connect. He finds Hagelin out wide. Cardinals keep 3 back. Hagelin.
Call the penalty and
draw that foul.
Yeah. Man, what a shot. Monette just with the left.
Monette, from an awkward angle, you just got to swing that leg through and just hope you hit it flush. And he did. And just, I mean, he hit that crossbar flush. That thing came down hard.
That was a little top spin on it. It came down. Nothing Howard could have done on that one.
Yeah, if that one is lower by about 4 inches, I think we're looking at a 1-0 game. Long free kick into the box. Bouncing, come back at the 15 mark, and it'll come out. Cardinals will press. Jumping in. Now is Kish to make it even, but it's going to come too far in on Gunther, and he'll quickly turn it back out as the defenders get wide, create a little bit of space. Mutamba works wide away from Akasip. Comes all the way down to the middle of the field for Hagelin. Hagelin's going to try and spring Okoye. Okoye working, and that is outside his reach, out, and it'll be a throw in for the Cardinals.
Well, Huskies have had a majority of the offensive opportunities, and they have just missed. One crossbar, they had Hagelin put one right into the turf.
Alfonso Neufil into the game for the Cardinals, and for the Huskies checking in is the freshman Zayden Mensah. Throw in for the Cardinals. Bounces back and forth off the Huskies, but we have a foul coming against Andover, so it'll be a free kick for the Cardinals on their side of the field, about 12 yards from midfield. Sav winds, fires, drives this one deep into Andover territory, inside the box, and good job there by Mutamba, heading that one. A long drive and a goal! That is Mitchell Gulbranson from well outside the box. It was about 25 yards out, and we'll see the replay here. Bouncing, and he, similar angle, and this one just had a little bit more of an arc to it, drops down.
Broken arm and all. That was a shot. Gulbranson from 35 yards out. I mean, that was a rocket. Similar to the Monette shot. This one just was at 4 inches lower.
Huskies will start the kickoff, gets off to Schroeder. Now played back. Okoye now in the backfield again. Played near side for DeRung. Maverick DeRung thought about it. Now will work it himself, trying to get past Kish. Kish instead cuts off the angle but takes it out of bounds. Caden Hansen will throw it in. Hansen throwing for Hagelin. Hagelin trying to get past the defender. He does. Now he's going to try and work through with speed, trying to get past. Good job recovering by Sov, and takes away the angle for Hagelin.
Yeah, it was a foul. Little conversation between Hagelin and the center referee. Well, I tell you what, Coon Rapids, this is just dangerous.
Pressed on the near side, and that's going to go out. Huskies will throw in. Okoye now has worked to this side of the field. He quickly gets it into Hagelin. Hagelin turns inside, looks, and throws it into the far side corner, racing to get there. And
that'll be a corner kick. Good job. Good hustle on the far side.
Does draw the corner. He's trying to Spring Mensa there. And they'll just pass it in and try and run a spot. They cross from deep. And this one's cleared, but it'll come out on the near side. It'll be another throw in at about the 15-yard mark. And Hagelin, we've seen, he's got the ability to get that toss all the way into the box in the center, looking for some sort of good touch in to the Cardinals net, but the Cardinals are able to control and turn. Okoye blocks that clearing attempt. Some more good hustle plays for the Huskies as they're still keeping this one alive. And finally, the Cardinals able to get some breathing room here on the near side. Akasa. With the control. Another throw in for Hansen. Hansen working the sideline for Hagelin. Hagelin. Throw in now for the Cardinals. That Hagelin had that one bounce up on him low and then back out of bounds. Chipped in towards midfield. Schroeder gets brought to the turf. Play on. Akasa.
Oh.
Huskies play, or excuse me, that was a Cardinals player went sideways but somehow stayed on his feet. Crosser here on the near side all the way across the field, still trying to work in a little bit of a dangerous area. Now Hansen's going to cut it off, work it upfield for the Huskies. A drive ahead and played well on the backside by Young. Hagelin was trying to catch the carom if it was misplayed.
We still haven't seen Keegan Anderson back yet for the Cardinals.
He's back in his warm-up, and
is he?
When he got the news from the trainer, it didn't look like he was happy.
Okay.
So I'm thinking they told him that it was not going to go his way. That was touched by the Huskies, by Monette, but I think the Huskies and Monette was looking for a foul on that play. Cardinals will throw it in. Throw in goes deep. Fogarty charges it right back around. And that one bounced up and touched Hagelin on the hand, so they'll stop it and blow it dead. Let a free kick here for the Cardinals. .5 minutes here. It'll be under the 5-minute mark after Sav puts a charge into this one. Left foot drives this one deep. Bouncing back and forth. Here we go. And the Cardinals trying to work something into the box area. Okoye able to redirect. Hansen has it now. Will slow it down and survey the pace. Just sends it up the side of the field too far ahead for Monette. And it'll be a throw in for the Cardinals on the near side.
Cardinals just have struggled trying to get an offense going. It's pretty much one and done. I don't know if that's more the Huskies' defense or a little out of sync for the Cardinals.
This one's going to clear in. And Gunther will scoop it up. Quickly rolls it near side for Okoye. Okoye runs right by one Cardinals defender. Attempted slide tackle to dislodge that one to no avail. And Mensa tried to send that deep. Caught a deflection off of a Cardinals body, and it goes out of bounds. Subbing in, Blake Stocky and William Thackeray will come in as well. Hagelin will get a rest Schroeder will get a rest.
Whew.
Takedown from behind there. Will give another free kick for the Huskies. About 50 yards out from the goal. This looks like it's Mutamba. Mutamba with a drive, looking for some help from Monette. And he got his head on it, just couldn't redirect it clear enough into the net.
That was a great, what a strike by Mutamba. And Monette just trolling outside.
He was unmarked, wide open, far side, and he knows. He
could have 2 tallies so far.
Into the game for the Cardinals, Connor Young. Free kick out of the box from the Cardinals. Fogarty will clear that, but it'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals as well. Throw-in off the mark. Gunther will get this one with a little bit of a run-up. And sends this one long. Stocky. Back on Stocky, now it's Okoye. Okoye works the sideline, works back to the middle, sees a seam, still working through, and it's Jackson Young that steps into that one and drives it the opposite way for the Cardinals, nullifying Okoye's run.
You know, the ball gets on his foot, and you just sense something could happen. Pretty amazing.
He's lightning fast, and he's already moving through the crease before I can even talk about it.
Yeah.
That's how fast he is. Stocky takes the throw in from Okoye. Okoye right back, now sends it forward for Manette. Working through the middle is Zayden Mensah, takes a slowed up just a little bit. Stocky otherwise could have been off to the races. Monette still working through, gets off the contact, works outside, works past one tackle, now trying to get through another. He works past that contact, crossing up high, just on top of the crossbar. That's his third almost goal, and we're still in the first half, under 30 seconds.
What an individual effort. Great job, good touch on it, and it's off the crossbar.
Game of inches.
Yeah, he's going to have a couple of dents on the crossbar from his foot. He should probably sign it.
And this is going to pretty much do it for half number one, and that is it. Right there, you hear the final horn, and it's a 1-goal first half, and it's a 35-yard blast by Mitchell Gulbranson. That's the difference right now. The Cardinals lead by a score of 1-0. Jim, the Huskies dominated pace, they dominated physicality, they dominated chances, but on the scoreboard they trail.
Yeah, and like you said, a game of inches. They'll come back, and we're going to have a great second half. This has been a sensational first half. Thanks for joining us here on QCTV.
I'm Sarah Bamani. I'm the Strategic Communications Manager for Animal Humane Society, and we're at our Coon Rapids Adoption Center today. Our mission is to engage the hearts, hands, and minds of the community to help animals. So that looks really different depending on what we're talking about. So a lot of people know us for our adoption and surrender programs, but we're more than just a shelter. We're really focused on keeping people and pets together. So we have 2 low-cost veterinary centers that are open to the public so people can access affordable vet care. We offer animal training. We have a free behavior helpline that people can call if they're having a behavior issue with their pet and get free advice from our trainers. We offer education programming for youth. We employ the only full-time humane investigation agents in the state. We advocate at the legislature for animal-related legislation, so we do a lot of different things. So a lot of the times we hear about people, they take a look at the website, they see an animal that they're really interested in. They come to visit that one animal, but then they might notice another animal that kind of pulls at their heartstrings and they end up going home with that other animal. So our adoption services specialists and our volunteers are really skilled at talking with people, understanding their lifestyle, what kind of an animal they're looking to bring into their home, and then matching them up with potential animals that might be a good fit. And so, yeah, somebody might come in thinking they're going to adopt this dog, but then they end up walking out with a different dog. We host 3 big events throughout the year to support our fundraising efforts. And our biggest event of the year is coming up on Saturday, May 6th. It's our Walk for Animals. It's at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds again this year. And it's the one time of the year that we ask our supporters to reach out to their networks and fundraise on behalf of Animal Humane Society. So if people want to get involved, they want to register and start fundraising, they can do that at walkforanimals.mn.org. But everybody's welcome at the event at the State Fairgrounds, whether you fundraise or not, so we hope to see everybody there. In terms of donating, throughout other times of the year, people can always donate online at animalhumanesociety.org, or if people want to donate items instead of money, we have wish lists at Amazon and Chewy. All of that information is available on our website. Or if you want to donate your time, volunteering is also an option. We have lots of different roles that people can volunteer in, from helping to care for the animals, helping people adopt animals. We have folks that help with data entry and that kind of thing too. So all of that information is available on our website as well.
According to the U.S. Department of Justice, an average of 24 people per minute are victims of rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner, totaling more than 12 million people in the United States every single year. Domestic, sexual, or relationship violence is never your fault, and everyone deserves a relationship free from violence. The advocates at Alexandra House know that abuse comes in many forms, and that any behavior used to control, intimidate, or cause fear is abusive. If you or someone you know needs help, we're here to listen with confidential support 24/7, 365 at 763-780-2330 or visit alexandrahouse.org.
Well, my name is Holly Pounds, and I'm the Director of Organizational Development here at Choice. And at Choice, really, we envision a world in where everybody of all abilities leads happy and fulfilling lives. And the way we help get to that vision is by creating partnerships and programs that enrich people's lives.
Have fun with us! Choice does a really great job of helping individuals with intellectual disabilities help to live engaging and fulfilling lives in every aspect of their lives through employment and education.
exercise with us.
Come work with us.
You know, we have all of these great services, and great services need great employees. So we really want to invite people who are enthusiastic and passionate to come work with us. During this whole pandemic time, of course, we've struggled with our staffing much like other industries, and we're really looking for people who are creative, who are passionate, and who really want to have a fun and a very rewarding work environment to come and work with us.
Thrilled to be working at A Choice because not only do we help the participants that we serve live out their dreams, but Choice does a really great job of helping the employees live up to their full potential and help them engage in things that they're interested in as well.
I'm calm. I'm creative with us.
QCTV. At QCTV, our mission is connecting communities through local programming valued by residents. QCTV provides information on city government, local sports, and community activities for the cities of Andover, Anoka, Champlin, and Ramsey. We are engaging with the community. We are collaborating for success. We are innovating for impact. Thank you for watching QCTV.
Rum River Art Center is your local nonprofit organization located in the Old Milk Factory near downtown Anoka. Our nearly 6,000 square feet of windy and whimsical studio spaces are filled with inspiration. At Rum River Art Center, we embrace individuals of all artistic abilities and focus on the healing aspect of the process over your final product. We pride ourselves in offering classes with a huge variety of mediums at an affordable price. From one-time ceramic wheel throwing classes to multi-week painting courses, from creating at the Art Center to finding us at your local library, we believe art is the catalyst for connecting human beings to each other and themselves. Come visit us or check out our website, rumriverart.com, for more info on classes, galleries, special events, and how you can support the arts in your community.
According to the U.S. Department of Justice, an average of 24 people per minute are victims of rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner, totaling more than 12 million people in the United States every single year. Domestic, sexual, or relationship violence is never your fault, and everyone deserves a relationship free from violence. The advocates at Alexandra House know that abuse comes in many forms, and that any behavior used to control, intimidate, or cause fear is abusive. If you or someone you know needs help, we're here to listen with confidential support 24/7, 365 at 763-780-2330 or visit alexandrahouse.org.
Welcome back inside Husky Stadium in Andover. Pete Anderson alongside Jim Childs on QCTV Sports. Jim, first half, a lot of action, but only one goal.
Yeah, only one goal and a lot of action on the Huskies. Here you can see right here, Hogland with a shot and just, as they say in baseball, just didn't get enough wood on it. Goes right into Howard with the save. Another shot here, right off the post. And the metal was twanging for Monette as he hit it twice. Here was a goal, Pete.
That is the goal. That was Mitchell Gobranson from 30 yards out. A driving, arcing shot that gets over the outstretched arms of Christian Gunther. It's the only goal of that first half. Here's Monette again. Just a beautiful chip as it fades away, and it's about 4 inches too long.
The Huskies need to howl. They need to howl at the moon right now as we get rolling. We saw Harley here, Harley the Husky here earlier. Huskies really dominated that first half. It was an excellent half for the Huskies. They just didn't put it in the net.
There is the goal scorer, Gulbranson. standing and ready to kick this off. Hagelin turns, fires it back into his own end, and the Huskies will cycle, start looking for some lanes to try and put some pressure on Drew Howard and the Cardinals defense. Fogarty in his own end. The equivalent of a skip pass. Finds Schroeder. Schroeder twirls through traffic and then regains. And now he's going to chip this one ahead. He thinks he's got enough help. He does. Gets it past, and taking away the angle is Jackson Young. What a good run there, given Oliver Jarson running free. Two really good touches to try and get that one ahead for the Huskies. Jackson Young played it just about as well as you could.
Yeah, excellent job. And again, this is wash, rinse, repeat, as this is what the Huskies have done pretty much the entire game. This will be their fifth corner kick.
Corner comes through the middle, batted down, and deflected out of the goal line. It'll be another corner kick. Two of the corner kicks in the first half, Jim, they just decided, let's pass it in and try and work their way in.
Yep.
This time they go for a shorter angle, and that one is lifted up and over. All they had to do was tap that in, and instead they got a little bit of lift on it, and it goes up and over. Oliver Jarson asking, wait, how did that happen? I don't know how it happened. I don't know what combination of physics allowed for that ball to be lifted that high over, but here we are. Cardinals leading by 1. As you mentioned, they stunned the Huskies last year as well.
The Huskies right through the middle part of their schedule last year had some consecutive losses in a row. Gunther was hurt, and they were able to kind of regain and get their footing under there and make a long postseason run into eventually the runner-up as they met Maple Grove in the quarterfinals. Good game.
And we're going to have a throw in. Hagelin from the far side throws, gets into the middle, off of a body, still bouncing up, still getting there. Another kick towards the net and cleared out to the 30-yard mark. Hagelin just protecting as it goes out, and it'll be a Huskies throw in. Hagelin surveying and allowing his team to get set. Now works, and he'll throw it backwards. This is to Okoye. Crosser here near side. Headed out for Jarson, I believe, and it just didn't get enough on it by Monette. Good play there by Mutamba, turning it around. Schroeder racing to it, gets it through the middle, finds Hansen on the other side. Excuse me, that's Jarson. And it's cleared out to the backside. Fogarty step for it for Okoye. That'll go out, and a throw in for the Cardinals. Cardinals quickly get it in. Far side. Good effort moving it forward for the Huskies. Cardinals retreat. Long boot ahead. Mutombo plays the body and the ball. Clears it out. And Jarju works to the middle. Okoye gets a foot on it, then races to it, clears, and it'll be another throw in for the Cardinals.
Cardinals trying to get a little momentum and possession time right now. Stop leveraging their defense for most of the work.
Takeaway for Schroeder. He puts it ahead, but Hagelin had to put the brakes on because that would have been an offsides. And it comes all the way down. And we've got an injury here for the Cardinals. Mustafa Bojang, looks like a cramp. .35-40 on the clock.
Well, so far, the Huskies have some alumni out there right now. Carter Eklund, last year, one of the leaders, captain of the team. He's playing for UW Platteville. He's been in 3 out of the 4 games. Baraka Tarlington with the Evansville Aces, the UW or UI Evansville. He's got 1 goal so far in 6 games. Taking a look at some of the upcoming schedules.
You look at the Huskies, they will head on the 17th. That's next week at Champlin Park. And then the 19th, they'll be back home against Blaine. And then that matchup on the 21st we talked about in the girls' side, but obviously the boys will play as well at Maple Grove, or a rematch of that state tournament matchup from last year, Spring Lake Park and Rogers rounding out the next 5. For the Cardinals coming up, Cambridge Isani will be hosted over at Coon Rapids, and then on the road for Blaine and Spring Lake Park over the next 2. And then on the 24th and 26th, back home for Centennial and then TG. TG is the team that Andover tied.
Yeah, earlier this year. Our upcoming schedule, football tomorrow night, right back here. You can listen to the Andover famous Joe Ruland. He'll be on the call along with me. And then we've got soccer, a couple of member city teams, Andover and Champlin Park, both boys and girls, coming up.
Cardinals back in their own end, trying to get that out onto the turf now for the Cardinals. In that injury replacement is Evan Wold. Hagelin trying to work his way through traffic and loses it. Ait Haju tips it ahead, and now it's on Jarju's foot. He sends it in open space. Kish centers, and Okoye able to clear that one all the way out to midfield. Hagelin cuts off the angle, and now he's going to try and go wide. He's got 2 defenders, and a good slide tackle on the far side. That's Sov taking away a good opportunity for the Huskies. Near side, and Schroeder chipped it to himself, but put a lot of spin on that one, so the second contact didn't have much in terms of force. Rolled its way in on Howard. Good touch there right at midfield. Turning that long kick the other way. Monette works back to the middle. Tried to get the left foot on it, and I believe that was Young, the big-bodied defender standing right in the middle, just holding his ground. Didn't make any move for the ball. He just stood there, and that was enough to defend that attack there by Monette, who has been a little bit unlucky here tonight. Well, Monette again.
He's done a great job of just being able to create chances.
Okoye stepping up. Works wide, and that crosser didn't have the right angle. Here's that chance here. Monette works back to the left. What a great move there. And that's just excellent defense there by Jackson Young.
Yeah, Young.
Calm,
cool, and collected. Puts his foot out, puts his foot down.
Hagelin trying to work around, and he's going to draw the foul. See where that's marked. If that's, should be just outside the box, I believe. It is 1 yard out. What a move here.
Yeah, he just there and
kind of rope-a-dope Sov into thinking that he was just going to give that, you do a little give and go with Mutamba. And this is going to be a huge opportunity now for, looks like Schroeder's going to take it for the Huskies.
So Monette and Schrader out there. Howard doing some measurements back in the back.
I think Monette's saying that they're too close, and they
are.
Clearly are.
The ball's at the
Guys,
18
I went to
and
Coon
a half.
Rapids too. Math should be not that hard. Schroeder looks like he's going to take it. He steps over, shot, and a deflection off that front wall. It'll be a corner kick. And the Huskies are running with 2 bodies over there again. It's Monette and Schroeder, and they play it out from the corner.
Not real productive. That has not done a whole lot for the Huskies.
There's really been one scoring chance off of it, and it wasn't a great scoring chance. Hagelin. Finds his way through traffic, now finds it on the backside. Heads it for Mutamba. Mutamba back for Hagelin. Hagelin looking. He'll work back to the center himself, and now chips it ahead and around. Okoye on the far side has worked his way up into forward. Fogarty with a drive, and that'll be on goal, but easily saved by Howard.
Howard's had a nice night back there. Obviously, he's got a shutout, pitching a shutout, but he's been in position.
Good header right there at the 50. It'll roll all the way into the box. Gunther quickly swarms it, swallows it up, and works to the middle of the field. Puts that ball on the ground and waits. Jarson works down the sideline, and the pass was just a little bit inside the numbers, off the mark. Hagelin looking for a foul call, but they're going to play on as the goal scorer, Gulbranson, sends it ahead. Good slide tackle by Fogarty. Works back to the middle, and a good outlet pass. He's going to be too far ahead for Schroeder.
Yeah, Fogarty's done a nice job. He's been the anchor for the last 2 years back there.
And cleared out. This will be a throw-in for the Cardinals. We've got a couple subs coming in. It's going to be Brown. I think this is going to be where we see Okoye come out, and then he'll get his rest, come back in as a forward. In for the Cardinals, we've got Connor Young and Mustafa Bojang. Throw-in goes deep, but we get a foul call against the Cardinals, and it'll be a free kick. Gunther wastes no time to let everybody know, hey, I've got this, guys. Christian steps in, sends a low line drive. Corralled at about 50-yard mark. Pass through, gets past Caden Hansen. And Jackson Young sends it ahead. Good speed there, but Fogarty wins the race to that ball. Some space through the middle for Monette. Hagelin tried to let that left leg dangle back there to give himself a little bit of an own tip. Good play there by Jarson, turning and firing through space. Just off the mark, though, for Schroeder. Sauv sends it deep. Couple of bounces in favor of the Cardinals, still working through. Brown working at it. Good slide tackle there, and he gets taken down from behind, and that'll be a foul. Free kick.
Oh, Brown, boy, I tell you what, Brown, excellent job there. Good hustle. Stays down, stays with it, comes up, and right there just gets tripped.
Gunther throws a charge into it. Hagelin takes it off the chest, and then it doesn't get the drop that he wants. It's a little far away. Another good touch there by the Huskies, keeping it in their zone. Schroeder trying to win that race to it, couldn't get there in time. And now he gets it back for Jarson. Jarson works through Mutamba. Back for Mutamba. Mutamba avoids one of the Cardinal forwards. Nick Brown works back towards the middle and gives back for Mutamba. Near side, Jarson. Works for Schroeder. Schroeder right back for Mutamba with tons of space, and he's got time to drive this one, and off the mark, out of bounds. Nathan Hagelin just wants an excuse to run.
You're absolutely right.
He was 30 yards away from that one, and he thought, there's a shot. And he started taking off, even though that one was angled to the going out of bounds.
Well, Coach, you've been a coach. You obviously would love to have that kind of energy working for you, right?
This is going to stay in. This is an opportunity here. Hagelin could play this one. He does. He gets around the corner. He gets on goal line. He works back in. Centers. Backside, not there. Just outside the reach. Caden was a step behind. Another centering opportunity, and that one is easily cleared by the Cardinals. Mutombo settles, trying to work through space. He doesn't get a good touch on that one, and it turns it over. Good play there by Fogarty.
Huskies just reset again. What a great opportunity. Boy.
And that's all set up by that awesome entry ball.
Mm-hmm. And hustle by Hagelin that you just mentioned. You know, he gives up on it. I think everybody kind of thought that was going to be out of bounds.
Throw in for the Cardinals in front of the Huskies bench. Ait Haju. A little off the mark, and Hagelin trying to work at it, still trying to get through, and a good play there by Jackson Young to just stick with it and get it out of that dangerous area. Opportunity now here for Jarju of the Cardinals. Works back towards the middle, takes a shot, and that one hops its way into Gunther. He wants to throw this right away. He wants to try and get Caden Hansen out in space. Hagelin tried to chip that one backwards and just didn't have enough spin on it to get that one into the open field. Sent to open space, near side, chipped, and off the goaltender. And a corner for the Huskies.
Number 8 for the Huskies.
Caden Hansen. That's not Caden.
Bonnet.
Not blonde enough to be Caden. Left-footed shot through traffic, and a good up. I believe that was Gold Branson for the Cardinals that got his head on that one. Fogarty takes a shot. That takes it off of a body. Racing to get there before it gets to the corner, and it will be a corner kick, leaving it there. Quickly played in. Monette has it on his left foot. Winds and fires. Good deflection out in front by a Cardinals defender. Jarson works, tries to get something through the middle and get a deflection. Didn't really look like it was going on target to anybody. Brown pressured on the backside by Kish, and that will be a throw in for the Huskies. Brown throws it in, finds Hagelin, he chips it up to himself, still working on it, free ball outside. And it'll be a throw in for the Huskies. That was very close on that end line. I thought that it might have touched, and that's why Hagelin left up. Thought it was going to be a corner kick. It'll be a throw in. Hagelin has the ability to get it there. Fogarty jumps in. High arching throw through traffic. I think that caught a piece of Howard in traffic. Brown able to knock it away and starts it the other way, real in tight. Caden Hansen gets knocked to the ground, and we're going to have a foul and a free kick from about 3 yards outside the 18.
Again, Andover has just dominated on the attack. They just haven't been able to get it past Howard.
Anytime there's been a free ball, they've caught a couple of just unfortunate bounces inside. Sometimes accidental touches by the Cardinals where they're just jumping up and seeing what happens. But it all goes there. It's all going their way so far. Ball did get moved back a couple of yards, but it is going to be, looks like Schroeder on the attempt.
He's one of the top goal scorers for the Huskies. Has been since he was a sophomore.
A drive. Off the crossbar. Still open. Working to the far side. Cleared up Back into traffic. Matamba wide, still looking.
Oh, good play.
And what an unlucky bounce for the Huskies there, but a great play on the backside. I believe that was Ait Haju making a great play.
This one flush against the crossbar.
That one was even closer than the crossbar shot last time, that one by Monette. A throw in and a quick clear. Monette has it, works back to the middle, trying to get through traffic and still working at it. He is relentless. All the way out here. That's going to be a souvenir, right?
Yep.
That's how that works.
Take it home.
Quickly back into play. Schroeder going to throw this in. And he moves him back about 5 yards. Schroeder goes for the throw in to Weiss. Monette wide. Oh! The crossbar, 3 again. Hansen on the backside. He goal! Caden Hansen off the rebound. Ties it up with 20:44 left in this second half.
Unbelievable. What relentless pursuit by the Huskies. That from way out from about 35 yards. Monette puts it right off the crossbar, almost the same place that Schrader had put it off on that free kick. Hansen right there, able to body and get control of that and put it past Howard. We're tied at 1.
What an unbelievable sequence. You could just feel the pressure from Andover mounting, and they finally hit that release valve. They tie this one up, and now it's the Huskies looking to get the come-from-behind victory over the Cardinals and a payback win from last year. Cardinals quickly pushing the other way. They've got a rush going. Trying to get past Fogarty, and they'll take the corner kick as Fogarty had the angle locked.
Well, there has not been. This is really only the 3rd corner kick, I guess 4th corner kick for the Cardinals so far, and they just have not had mounted any offensive threat so far this second half.
A couple more subs coming in. Coming off is Connor Young. Bojan comes back in. Sav gets it to Gobranson. Back to Sav, down low. Just an easy pass in. And this will be a throw in, but about 30 yards deeper than a corner kick. Quickly turn the other way, and Hagelin could be off to the races here. He's got pressure from behind, puts the brakes on. Now he turns it back on, trying to work through traffic, stops it, and leaves it for Schroeder on the near side. Schroeder arches that one through the zone. Low kick. And not on target with that one, but can't blame the Huskies. Every time they've tried to put a drive, anything off the ground, it's just a magnet for the crossbar.
Yeah, 4 of them so far tonight.
Howard
incredible.
Drives this one deep and grazes off of Jarson's chest out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Aidhaju. Hutamba clears it back near side. Takes a bounce off of a Cardinals player, and it'll be a throw in. Jarson quickly gets it in. Takes a deflection, and it should go against. Good for the Huskies. Hagelin throws it in. Headmans. Tries to get it again to Hansen. Hansen lost his footing, and that moment was all that the Cardinals needed on the backside to clear it momentarily. Here's another opportunity. Good defense in the middle, and another clear. Cardinals playing a little bit more panicky when they get into their own end with no safety net.
Well, so when the Huskies have the ball, there's still 3 Cardinals that are hanging around midfield. It almost puts the Cardinals defense at a true disadvantage.
Nick Brown with a nice move on the far side, works up the sideline. Going to keep pushing that one deep. It's going to stay in play. Cardinals have to play it. Hagelin with some good effort again. He works through. On the far side, he's got somebody in the middle. Working for the touch! And not just outside the reach.
Schrader again.
Of Dylan Schroeder.
Great effort by Hagelin. Yeah, I mean, just excellent effort. And it's just outside the reach.
Oh.
Huskies have, again, dominated the offensive opportunities.
Howard gonna wait. And he'll put a charge into this one. Headed forward, and Weiss will knock it out. Throw in from the Cardinals in front of the Huskies bench. Long throw in. Mutombo will just head that out of bounds. Cardinals just happy to just keep gaining ground and moving forward. Chipped ahead. And a good work on the backside. I believe that was Mutombo that was able to get a foot on that ball and clear it. A pick off there for the Huskies, but it's coming right back down the middle. And getting it out, a dangerous play. Instead, it ends up being in a more dangerous spot as Austin Hacker found it on his foot, but he sailed that one wide right by about 15 yards.
Yeah, big difference is Huskies have 2 more defenders back there.
Mutombo will drive this one. Hagelin. So good at that move. He gets around the defender, still working, sends it in, and a save made, had to be made by Howard. Just throws the leg out at the last possible second. It'll be a corner kick for the Huskies, but Drew Howard potentially with a game-saving save right there on the front doorstep.
Yeah, lower 90, good shot. I mean, on the run, good shot by Hagelin to get it.
Chipped in and punched out. Good job there by Howard to go up and get that one, but this should be another corner for the Huskies.
This is number 10.
Schroeder arches it towards, and a good clear there by Jackson Young. This one hasn't touched the ground in like 7 touches. 8? There we go. Sent forward on the far side, looking for an opportunity. That's going to be outside. They're going to call that. It's got to be a corner if nothing else. It is. No foul.
Wow. That was it was a clean tackle.
Good recovery play. I believe that was Hacker on the backside. They did the quick corner again, and it didn't result in anything. Miss hit there, but the Huskies can't make that one stand up. And a tough tackle there by Dylan Schroeder. And we'll stop time for injury time.
Schroeder hustles and just slides. Clean play. Oh, he wears shin guards. So down is Bojang. Another Husky alumni, Nolan Meyer, started all-state goalie. He's in his redshirt freshman year at UW Milwaukee.
And Mustafa still down and clearly in a lot of pain. He's lying face down.
Yeah. Really no movement.
We'll take a look at the Northwest Suburban standings. Maple Grove, no shock there as they are 5-0.
Osseo, Armstrong, Champlain Park, Andover, all with good wins. Blaine and Elk River and all with 2 wins so far. Yeah. The bottom half of Rogers, Coon Rapids, TG, Park Center, Spring Lake Park, Anoka, and Centennial.
$13:23 on the clock. We're tied here at 1. Cardinals got their goal. If you just joined us, they got their goal in the first half with 9:54 left in the first half. That was Mitchell Gulbranson. Found a ball bouncing right to him and wound up with a swinging drive that arched over Christian Gunther's outstretched diving arm. And if we're being honest, it was a beautiful goal. It was 30 yards out, and being able to line that up with the crossbar and then just dips down in the last 2-3 feet. Nothing that Gunther could do there.
Yeah,
Bojang is now up, so that's good news to hear. He had rolled over, and correction, that is that's even a bigger blow. That's a Cossip.
It is, okay. Well, I tell you what, the Huskies could be easily up 5-1. If you added up the inches that they missed, it'd probably be less than a foot. 4 crossbars. And finally able to break the seal with Caden Hansen here in the second half.
After another crossbar.
Yeah.
What else,
Yeah.
right? But that was, Monette has hit 3 of them himself. Schroeder has 1, and a couple of other chances. Haglund's had a chance where he just didn't connect cleanly on an opportunity from about 8 yards out. And Akasa
moving slowly. Boy.
Very slowly. He's a senior captain of this squad, this Cardinal team. And this is a big blow to the Cardinals team.
So we were talking about Maple Grove. They are right now second in the rankings for 3A. And so it's Minneapolis Washburn 1, Maple Grove, Egan, Wayzata comes in at 4, Edina, Minnetonka, all 3 Lake Conference. Then goes to Rochester, Mayo, Stillwater, Buffalo, and Robbinsdale Armstrong. So a couple of Northwest Suburban couple of North Suburban squads in there.
I did have a chance to talk to Caden Hansen and Dylan Schroeder today at football practice, as they're kickers for our football squad. And at practice this afternoon, they were talking about Armstrong, and he said they're a legit team. They are a very, very talented squad. They're fast, they're physical, and they dictate pace no matter what.
Well, they beat the Huskies 6-2 a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, what we're seeing tonight. This Husky squad is not a slouch. This is a good team as well.
Noah Cossip is. I misspoke. He's not a senior captain. He's a junior captain.
Even more impressive.
Throw in for the Cardinals. It's headed back towards the Cardinal goal, and now it's Weiss working through traffic. Gives off for Jarson. Oliver Jarson. Now back to Mutamba. Mutamba will put a Hard drive into it. Hansen tries to chest that one and knock it down, but a good play on the backside by Hacker. Good defense by Jarson just to knock that down. Now Monette with a reverse step out.
Little body before he touched the ball.
Mutamba, another drive through the middle. This one picked up by Gulbranson and sent the other way against the Huskies. Jarson works back, and he'll let Gunther play this. As you mentioned in the first half, Jim, he is an active goaltender. He likes to be involved. He dumps this one out.
He's not going to get bored.
I think Caden Hansen might be cramping up. So coming in for the Huskies, that's going to be, Ethan Weiss comes in. I think I called Grant Johnson Weiss by mistake. The 5 and the 6.
Tough.
It's a tough one.
When you hit 40, he just, your eyes get a little worse.
Well, might need to re-up the LASIK. Gunther with the violent arm whip throw. Huskies trying to just get out of trouble here, and good pressure by the Cardinals. There'll be a throw in as Nick Brown got in the way of that attempted entry. Throw in. Kind of back-heeled, and coming out to get that one and fielding that one cleanly was Gunther.
That was a good play. That was a smart play. Just, get everybody up.
Gets this one all the way down into the 35. Johnson to Matamba to Jarson. Jarson is going to work up the sideline. He's got Okoye. Now he's going to spring Monette. Monette works from the corner. Now he's going to work the line. He works back. He crosses over. And it was going for the near side post.
Now they're going to call it a goal kick.
That was a goal kick. I thought that maybe Howard touched that before it went out, but it was after it had crossed the line. So that's going to be a goal kick, and Howard will.
Talk about creating your own chances. Boy, he's done that all night.
Couple crossers in front of Hagelin, probably the last player on the planet that you want to do that for, but it's worked out thus far for the Cardinals. And Grant Johnson gives back for Landon Fogarty, and Fogarty is going to go all the way back to Gunther. We're approaching almost 70 minutes of soccer being played. It's a foul drawn by Fogarty. And Gunther's going to come all the way up, about 10 yards shy of midfield to put a charge into this one. You think Gunther can make it from here?
Well, we're going to see. Almost.
Chipped ahead, knocked down. I believe that's Schroeder on the far side. Schroeder working back into some open space. Nick Brown's going to, thought he was going to step into that one. Schroeder tries to go outside, and Schroeder gets tied up, I believe, with Hacker on the far side, and the official says that's a foul on Schroeder. Free kick was for Cardinals, but quickly Andover turns it over, and it's back on to their feet.
He's played a physical game tonight. Dylan has.
Fogarty just shy of midfield. Tapped the other way by Ait Haju, and now a ball sent forward, but Christian Gunther saw his opportunity to get involved and took it.
Yeah, if you can extinguish a flame before it starts burning, do it. And Gunther did that exactly the right way.
Monette will turn back towards his own end, and look for some help. He finds it in Nick Brown working the sideline. Brown puts the brakes on, now looks back on the near side. And Mutombo will approach midfield. He's got the ability to drive it. This is going to one-hop its way into Howard's outstretched arms. And he'll quickly throw it in. And it'll go out. It'll be Coon Rapids with the throw in.
Well, you got to be aggressive, but you can't be too aggressive because you're tied at 1 and there's 8 minutes left. So you're against the clock, you're against the other team, but you're also against yourself to make sure that you're smartly defending.
Bojang. Cross to Hacker. Hacker plays to Goldbranson. Now back to Bojang. Bojang will work left to right across the field. Now loses it and chipped forward. And that's Grant Johnson a couple times coming away with some good touches and getting it off the Coon Rapids foot. But he puts that one out of bounds, and it'll be another throw-in for the Cardinals as time is dwindling down. About 7 minutes left to play here in regulation. Long pass ahead, but it's off the mark and out of bounds. Another throw-in for Coon Rapids. And now Grant's going to feed. This is Monette. Monette working through traffic, comes out wide right. Here he's got an opportunity. He's got an angle. Makes one man miss. Makes two men miss. Circles back with the left, and that one's too high. Some good moves right there, but ultimately it results in a goal kick. Grady Monette.
Yeah, he's done a great job of just creating his own. I mean, right here, he's locked down, pulls it back, draws in a defender, and then not the shot you're looking for as you're falling away from the ball, but
Howard will be the one to drive this time. Sent ahead, Hagelin trying to play that back and draw that foul, and official there says no thanks. Fogarty tried to play that one, and it gave Kish an opportunity, and good recovery on the backside by Brown to make sure that Kish didn't have a free run in on Christian Gunther and the goaltender. Instead, Kish sends it wide right. Mutombo from 40 yards from his own end line sends it forward. Picked off at center at midfield by Grant Johnson. Now Okoye. Okoye. Tried to take an inside route when he sent the ball outside.
That's going to be a free.
They're calling it a foul.
Yep.
Okay. Ait Haju moves it middle for Goldbranson, chips it back for Jackson Young, nearly picked off, and it is. It's tipped away. Far side, Schroeder working towards. What's the call?
Goal kick.
And they're just going to call a goal kick. There's a lot of contact there.
It certainly was. You can see right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably a good no call.
Hacker on the outside for Coon Rapids sends this one in, and Gunther quickly dumps this out into open space. Good toss there by Gunther. You think he can pitch, Jim?
Well, we should probably ask. Yeah, weird wind-up. Probably a little slow to the plate. Got a card coming.
Uh-oh. Maybe?
Yep.
Hansen draws the foul, and
Jarju, will have to come out.
And it'll be Fogarty to take it. Just inside the end sideline boundary. Arches in towards the middle of the field off of a couple bounces. Still free inside. Still looking for a shot at it. And Howard sprawls out and falls on it. I don't know if ball bounces still down there. I don't know if on that last one, if Weiss knew where the ball was. Okoye steps up into the play. And this is going to be a throw in for the Huskies. 3.5 to play. Jarju back in. Hagelin's going to throw this one in.
Yeah, Coach Lynch is sending everybody up there right now.
And they're going to go for it. So the only ones back right now are Jarson and Brown, and obviously Gunther. Headed backwards, back kick out on the far side, and now it's going to come out. Good clear there for the Cardinals. Jarson puts a charge in it for Hagelin. Hagelin didn't feel Ait Haju coming. Attempted to be a good slide tackle. It ended up working out for Jarson. Hagelin still working through traffic. I can only imagine how much of a terror he was at recess. Here's an opportunity for Caden Hansen. He tips it just over the net. Caden Hansen wanted the game winner right there with under 2.5 to play. And it's a goal kick.
Couldn't see it.
That play came out of nowhere. Unbelievable.
Well, Haugelin's a spark plug right now. Hansen's been able to finish. Unfortunately, not on that one. But
Bonnet sends that one middle. And Hansen gets tipped behind him. I think he wanted another crack at it. Howard drop kicks this one up past the 50. Brown steps in front. He's under pressure. And a good slide tackle there by Gulbranson. He comes up a little hobbled. Huskies quickly throw it in. Fogarty is going to look near side. Hansen keeping the pressure on. And Ait Haju, a smart play down near the end line.
Huskies are playing for the win right now. They're absolutely just putting pressure on. Uh-oh.
Long pass ahead. This is to Jarju. Jarju trying to work through Jarson. Chips it off the mark. Quickly back into play. Under a minute to play. Gunther sends it ahead. Working back through the middle. Trying to find something is Hauglin. Hauglin trying to chip that here ahead to himself. He's been a master of that here in the second half. Fogarty sends it wide. It'll come out. Cardinals have to throw it in. They quickly do. Bojang does so. Bojang back on his foot. Puts it in the middle. Working back to the outside, and Mutamba clears it away.
Speed. Boy, great closing speed by Mutamba.
Ait Haju, and a good heading clear as that one heads towards the sideline. Under 10 to go. Huskies last gasp chance. And that will do it for regulation. And that'll do it for the game.
Well, the Huskies let one get away a little bit, and it was more about the post and the crossbar than it was anything else.
They had their opportunities. They put the pressure on Drew Howard, and Drew Howard comes away with only allowing one goal, but the number of helpers he got from the framework of the goal has changed this one, and that's why you make the goal the dimensions that it is. The difference was one awesome strike from Mitchell Gulbranson from 35 yards out. In the first half, gave the Cardinals the lead. It required an answer from the Huskies, which they got with 20:44 remaining. Caden Hansen from Grady Monette. Grady Monette, as we mentioned throughout the telecast tonight, he had multiple chances where he put some amazing sequences together just to come away with only an assist tonight.
Yeah, good game by both teams. You can tell both these will be in the top half of the Northwest Suburban Conference. We'll be back here tomorrow night for football. Any predictions?
I wish you the best of luck here on the call. I'll be on the sideline and cheering the Huskies on from there. And, you know, my prediction is that we're going to play our tails off and go get a dub.
That's it. Let's go.
Well, for our crew in the truck, for everybody at our studio, for Ryan, and everybody on the direction, for my partner in crime here tonight and all afternoon, Jim Childs. I've been Pete Anderson on QCTV Sports. Thanks for joining us. Huskies and Cardinals tie 1-1. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, Jack.